So, imagine a world where you can't even think the wrong thought without disappearing. Literally. Like, you wake up, you drink your coffee, you have a random thought about how much you hate your boss, and bam! The thought police are at your door. You are vaporized. You never existed.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are deep diving into the OG dystopian nightmare. And you guys, reading this felt like watching a true crime documentary about a cult that took over the entire world. It is insane. We are talking about George Orwell's 1984.
So, let me set the scene for you. We are in London, but it's not the London we know. It's part of this superstate called Oceania, and it is bleak. It is gray, it smells like boiled cabbage, and everywhere you look, I mean everywhere, there are these massive posters of a face, a man with a thick mustache staring right at you. The caption? Big Brother is watching you. And the terrifying part? He actually is. Inside everyone's home, there's this thing called a telescreen. It's like a TV, but you can't turn it off, and it has a camera that sees everything you do. There is no privacy, none. If you make a weird face, caught. If you whisper, caught. Our main guy, the protagonist, is Winston Smith, and honestly, my heart breaks for him. He's this low-ranking party member, he's 39, he's tired, and he has this varicose vein in his leg that hurts. He's just miserable. But Winston has a secret. He hates the party. He hates Big Brother. And in Oceania, that is a crime. It's called thought crime. And to commit it, Winston does something so rebellious, so scandalous, he buys a diary. I know, a diary. But in this world, writing down your personal thoughts is basically signing your own death warrant. He finds this little corner in his apartment where the telescreen technically can't see him, and he starts writing. And the first thing he writes is, "Down with Big Brother." Can you imagine the adrenaline? He is shaking. He knows he's already dead. He's like, they're gonna catch me eventually. But then things get complicated. Winston works at the Ministry of Truth, which is ironic because his job is literally to lie. He rewrites history. If Big Brother says we have always been at war with East Asia, Winston has to go back and delete every newspaper article that says they were actually at war with Eurasia last week. It is the ultimate gaslighting. The party controls the past, so they control the future. So Winston is at work, right? And he keeps seeing this girl. She's young, dark hair, works in the fiction department. Her name is Julia. At first, Winston is terrified of her. He thinks she's a spy. He thinks she's watching him. But then, one day, she falls in front of him. He helps her up, and she slips a crumpled note into his hand. He waits to open it. His heart is pounding. Is it a summons from the police? Is it a death threat? He opens it, and it says 3 words. I love you. You guys, love is illegal. Like real emotional connection, that's not allowed. Sex is only for making babies for the party. Desire is a crime. So this is the most punk rock rebellious thing they could possibly do. They start this affair. They meet in the woods. They find this dusty old room above a secondhand shop in the poor district where the proles live. The proles are the poor working class, and the party doesn't monitor them as much because they don't think they matter. Winston and Julia create this little bubble of happiness. They eat real chocolate, they drink real coffee, they talk about how much they hate the party. Julia is wild. She's like, I just want to have a good time and break the rules. Winston is more philosophical. He's obsessed with this guy named O'Brien. O'Brien. He's a high-ranking inner party member. He's rich, powerful, sophisticated. But Winston has this gut feeling, this look in O'Brien's eyes that says, I'm on your side. Winston thinks O'Brien is part of the Brotherhood, this legendary underground resistance group. So Winston and Julia take the risk. They go to O'Brien's fancy apartment, and O'Brien, he confirms it. He turns off his telescreen, which inner party members are allowed to do, which is wildly unfair, and he tells them, yes, the Brotherhood exists. We are going to take down the party. Winston is ecstatic. He finally feels like he's part of something. O'Brien gives him the book, the Manifesto of the Rebellion. Winston and Julia take it back to their secret room above the shop. They feel safe. They feel free. But remember the antique shop owner, Mr. Charrington, the sweet old man who rented them the room? He was thought police the whole time. Suddenly, soldiers smash into the room. The window shatters. The picture on the wall falls down and reveals a telescreen. They had been watched every single second. Every kiss, every whisper, every treasonous thought. It was all recorded. They drag Winston away. They separate him from Julia, and they take him to the Ministry of Love, which is actually the Ministry of Torture. And guess who was in charge of his torture? O'Brien. There was no brotherhood. It was a trap. A long, elaborate psychological game just to catch Winston. O'Brien spends months starving him, beating him, brainwashing him. He explains that the party doesn't just want to kill you. They want to break you. They want you to believe their lies before they kill you. Winston tries to hold on. He tells himself, I haven't betrayed Julia. I still love her. They haven't taken that from me. Until Room 101. Room 101 is the worst place in the world. It contains the worst thing in the world, and it's different for everyone. For Winston, it's rats. He is strapped into a chair, and O'Brien brings out this cage, a cage full of starving, huge, carnivorous rats. And the cage has a mask attachment that fits right onto a person's face. O'Brien brings the cage closer. The rats are squealing. They can smell Winston's fear. They are inches away from eating his eyes. And in that moment, Winston breaks. He screams the only thing that can save him. He screams, "Do it to Julia. Do it to Julia, not me. I don't care what you do to her." He betrayed her. He gave up the last shred of his humanity to save himself. They release him eventually. He's a broken man. He sits in a cafe drinking gin. He sees Julia once, and they look at each other with nothing, just indifference. They both betrayed each other. The love is dead. As the book ends, Winston looks up at the poster of Big Brother, the man who took everything from him, the man who destroyed his mind. And Winston doesn't hate him anymore. A single tear rolls down his nose. The final line of the book is the scariest part of all. He loved Big Brother. It gives me chills every time. It's not just about government control. It's about how much pain it takes to make a person give up their own soul. What do you guys think? Could you have held out in Room 101? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into the scariest books ever written, don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay safe, stay suspicious, and I'll see you on the one.